Hey, World Builders, welcome back to Build Together. This is day 81. Today's prompt is, what's an odd food in your world? So before we get to today's reminder that tomorrow is Shoutout Saturday, I will be covering just a few things from different people in the Discord who have submitted stuff. If you want your own Build Together prompt results to show up in Shoutout Saturday, then come to the Discord and share your stuff in the right channel. So today I wrote about Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu is basically there. So there's these creatures called rolling slugs on the bottom of the Friet Lake, and they roll along and they collect stuff on the outside, and then they invert themselves to digest what was previously on the outside of this membrane. The interior is some simple intestines and systems for digestion.
My lav mic lost power partway through making this video and I lost all the audio, so here we go for the rest. The harvesting of rolling slugs is a pretty simple process and is done by a lot of different gnomish groups along the Friet Lake shoreline. You go out, you throw some iron cages to the bottom of the lake, and then you pull those up the day later and the little rolling slugs have been trapped in there. You then take them out, you put them in a barrel of salt water, which begins to break down the membrane that sort of separates the interior of the rolling slug from everything else. And by the time you get back to shore, you just sort of have this homogeneous sludge in the bottom of this barrel. Then you drain that through a thick cloth so that you retain a lot of the salt from the salt water and you retain as much of the rolling slug goop as possible. And then you let that ferment for a few days. Once it's about ready, 2 to 4 days time, depending on the weather a little bit and the temperature that these things can be stored at, it's ready to eat. You eat it on top of like a loaf of bread or sometimes as a slight flavor additive to alcohol of different kinds. It's very regional delicacy. Mostly just these southern Shen Dynasty groups eat it. You go much farther north than Friet City or any of the hamlets that are along the Friet Lake shoreline, and you are not seeing people who are interested in eating Xiaoyu. So that's what I wrote today. What is an odd food in your world? Thanks for building together.